How many times do people go through this? There you are, on the road, minding your own business. When out of the blue, you're surprised by something unexpected. This happens too often. Did you know 1 out of 10 accidents on the road involve dogs as passengers inside cars? That's right, inside cars. I'm Norm Murray, and welcome to Problems with Pups. This show, Dogs and Vehicles, might not only save your dog's life, but it could save your life as well. A dog in a vehicle can be a very dangerous thing. It can surprise you by barking or making an unpredictable sudden move that can distract you from your driving. In the worst case, an unrestrained dog can physically get in the driver's way, causing an accident that would send the dog flying through the air like a piece of baggage. A dog does not know how to behave in a car until you, the owner, take the responsibility to teach it. Most dogs get excited about going for a ride in a car. You've got to try to control your dog before he gets into the car. Stop a minute. You know, there are tricks to making your vehicle safer for your dog. The best time to teach your dog is when the dog is young. It's a puppy. Reinforcement through training is one way to make sure your dog does not claw at the car door to get in. Make sure he waits for you to open the door, and then give the command to get in the car. Up, in the back. Come on. Notice I'm putting the dog in the back seat of the car. The back seat of the car is the safest place for the dog, not the front seat where it can get in between you and the wheel. Let me show you something. This is a normal leash. What you want to do is fold it in half and put a couple stitches in for a seat belt to fit through. This is all it's going to take to keep your dog safe in the back seat of the vehicle. Let me show you how this works. Take the seat belt, put it through the piece we've just stitched, apply it to the other end. The dog's in position, she's going to stay there. We take the responsibility of putting our children in seat belts for their safety. Let's do the same for the dog. So you don't have a back seat and you want to take your dog for a ride. This is not the answer. You may think he's having fun, but you're not doing him any favors. You try riding in the back of a truck during an emergency stop. A dog has no arms to protect himself during impact. In the long run, all the wind in the dog's eyes is just causing cataracts later on in life. Stop! There is no back seat in a pickup truck, and if your dog's going to ride with you, I suggest you get one of these cages. Fasten it tightly with a bungee cord to the side of the box. If you want your dog to ride in the cab with you, I'll show you how this is done. Penny, come. On the floor. Sit. Sit. The only other safe place is on the floor of the passenger side. In case of an accident or a sudden stop, the dog is safe. So you have a two-door car with a small back seat. There's lots of room in the back for the dog to ride. Apply one of these safety leashes. A dog learns through repetition. Have the dog wait until you open the door. Tell the dog to get in. We take the seatbelt leash here and secure the dog to the seatbelt of the car. A lot of you have a sports car, and boy, nothing looks better than a shaggy dog sitting next to you in one of these. But it is dangerous, both for you and your dog. If you insist on taking your dog in a sports car, use one of these safety leashes. For those of you that own motorcycles, don't go and put the dog in a carton on the back of the bike or allow it to ride on the tank. Dogs and bikes just don't mix. It's dangerous enough riding alone, never mind having a dog along with you. I've just received a letter here that states, I've just purchased a toy breed dog, and I've heard they're very difficult in housebreaking. Is this true? Yes, I own a toy breed myself, and they are difficult to housebreak. But what you have to do is take a little longer. They're delicate little creatures. They aren't like the medium dogs or the large dogs. Take your time. Balance out that discipline with lots of praise in the toys. It'll work. I've recently received a letter that states, my dog is forever drinking out of the toilet. What do I do? First, keep the toilet lid down. The water in the toilet is fresh and cold. This is drawing the dog to the washroom. What you want to do is make sure where the dog eats, there's fresh, cold water always available for him.
If you would like a transcript of this show or have any further questions, please write me at Box 10, 24524 21B Avenue, Aldergrove, BC, postal code VOX 1AO, or give me a call at 1-604-856-DOGS.
Let me give you an idea on some of the basics of a well-trained dog. First, use the proper equipment. A properly trained dog should, first of all, walk with you at your side, not ahead of you, not behind you. When you stop, a properly trained dog should sit. When you tell a trained dog to go down, the dog goes down. When you tell her to stay, she should stay. You should be able to walk around her, go over her, any direction you like. A well-trained dog should go in any direction, confront any obstacle, will not trip over you. Sit. Everybody who has a dog should do a little bit of basic obedience. This is not hard. It's quite simple. Training a dog involves an element of risk and should only be attempted by an adult using common sense. The methods used and the views expressed are entirely my own. Remember what I told you. If you have a two-door car with a small back seat, make the dog ride in the back. If you're going to be taking your dog with you in the pickup truck, get one of these carrying cages and fasten it down tightly. If you don't have one of these, put the dog on the floor on the passenger side. If you're going to be taking your dog in your sports car, use one of these safety leashes. Please, do not even consider taking your dog on a motorcycle. We tend to forget at the best of times, driving is dangerous. We have learned that we can make the experience safer for our dogs as well as for ourselves. Thank you for watching Problems with Pups, and we'll see you again. Stay tuned for the movie that's coming up next. Come, Penny, let's go inside.
I would like to give a special thank you to Martin Feed Mills Limited for sponsoring Problems with Pups.